Hello and welcome to Chinaza TV. How are you doing? How is your family doing? Hope you're doing very well wherever you are. This channel is all about lifestyle. And on today's topic, we are going to discuss on the 5 features of habits, the 5 characteristics of habits. But before we go into that, let's start by knowing what exactly habit means. Now, habit is a routine of behavior that you as an individual have built over time. Habit is what we have built over time, what we have been doing on daily basis. Now, habits can be built consciously or subconsciously. By consciously, I mean you knowingly do these things on regular basis and you enjoy doing it. By subconsciously, I mean you're not really aware that you follow this pattern of behavior on a daily basis. Now, whether habits are built consciously or subconsciously, they must consciously be changed if there is a need for a change. How do we build these habits? Habits start by feeding yourself with the right information. After you must have equipped yourself with these informations, you begin to think in that direction. You begin to ponder in that direction. And from these thoughts, you produce words. These words will always come from what you have been thinking over time. With these words that you speak on daily basis, you will begin to exhibit corresponding actions. These actions must come from those words that you have been speaking. From these actions, when they are carried out on regular basis, when they become a routine, then you have a habit. You have built up a habit, which can, at a long run, become your lifestyle. This is why I started by saying that habits are what we build on a long run. They do not come on a short time. They are not things that just come up anytime. These are routines or behavioral patterns that you have built over time. You have been doing something in a pattern for a long time. You enjoy doing this thing. You do them easily without stress. These are habits. Now, habit has types. There are good and bad types of habit. Types of habits may include being responsible with money. Yes, some people are irresponsible when it comes to handling finances. As soon as they have some money at hand, they feel this urge to spend it on whatsoever may be of interest to them. This could be a habit they have built over time without knowing. Some people are good at putting things together. They have this act of creativity. This can also be a habit they have built over time, maybe from skill acquisition, from knowledge which they got from school. Another type of good habit is sleeping on time. Some may have subconsciously developed the habit of going to bed late, and by so doing, they do not get the required quantity of rest that they need. They wake up feeling so weak, moody, tired, and they cannot be so productive on. Some people have consciously or subconsciously developed this habit of feeding themselves with so much junk, so much, for example, sugary foods. They feed themselves with foods that they know quite well that are not good for their health. By so doing, they do not maintain good body weight, they do not maintain a good body shape. The next good habit is showing appreciation for little things done to you by people. This may be done by saying as thank you. Thank you, as simple as it is a habit you can develop on a long run. This is a habit you can choose as a person to develop. You can practice it from your home. You can start by thanking people around you for every little thing you get, for whatever thing you get. And I must say that this starts by appreciating yourself. Because if you do not appreciate yourself, you will not appreciate others, you will not appreciate what they do, you will not even appreciate the simple things of nature around you. So this good habit of showing appreciation starts from yourself, starts from within. Another good habit is saying please. Some are good at making demands. Why the right thing to do is to make request. These are two different things. When you are demanding, you do it as if it is your right. You have the right to get this and you must get it. But when you are requesting, you use this word, please. Please, can I have this? Please, can you do this for me? Please, is it possible for you to achieve this for me? These are examples of good habits. Now, notice that exercise is also an example of good habit. When you exercise on a regular basis, you feel this this joy, this relief. You feel motivated for the day. You feel energized for the day. You have this this confidence that you can achieve whatever it is that comes up on the day. Or these are all good habits. Now, let's go into bad habits. Bad habits include alcoholism. Some people have developed this habit over time. They may start by maybe a glass, from a glass to a bottle to two, and so on and so on. And before you know it, they cannot do without it on daily basis. This is a habit. The second bad habit is drug addiction. Another example of bad habit includes telling lies. Some of us are so good at telling lies, and you think doesn't matter. I just use it to get away from things. It is just what I do. It has no effect. And you think you just do it and move away with it, not knowing that it will come back to you in the nearest future. Another bad habit is procrastination. This could be seen especially when you do not have the urge to carry out a task. You feel maybe I can as well do it later. Maybe I can achieve this some other time. By so doing, you are procrastinating, and at the end of the day, you may not do it, or you may start it late and then you do it in a hurry. You do not achieve the required result. The product, the outcome what is not worth it. These are all examples of bad habits. Another example is promising what you know you cannot fulfill. Some people are good at trying to please others by giving them words of promise which they know fully well themselves they cannot fulfill. You know that even there and then, you know that you cannot be able to achieve this purpose, but you made it appear as if you can, and you made the person rely on you. At the end of the day, you disappoint that person. You do it today, you do it tomorrow, you think this is a way you can live your life, you get away with it, and at the end of the day, you develop this as a habit. Another bad example of habit could be blaming others for every mistake. You never take responsibility of your actions. You are good at pointing fingers. If not for what he did on that day, I'm sure I would have gotten that job. If not for the way they worked me out, I'm sure I would have made it. If not for the way they turned me down, I know I would have been the marketing manager of that company by now. You don't take responsibility. You never look at, oh, maybe I was not qualified for that job. Maybe I can do more. What can I do to make it the next time I go there or I go for an interview? What can I do to upgrade myself? Now, when you start thinking in this direction, it will help you check yourself, examine yourself, improve yourself, do what is necessary to be that person that you always wanted to be. Maybe you are a perfectionist. The moment you make a mistake, you are never able to forgive yourself. Others may have forgiven you and forgotten about that event, but you are still the one talking about, look at what I did to myself. No, you hold me. But I knew better. I'm better than that person that got it. I would have done this. How do you mean I did it this way? It would have been better. Oh, how I wish I did it like this. How I wish. You cannot say, okay, fine, it has happened. Now, what can I do to move on? What can I do to be better? What can I do to enhance myself so that it won't happen again? These are ways which you continually put yourself at a corner, continually put yourself down, continuously build up this character of talking down on yourself, you can continuously do this and develop low esteem, low self-esteem. Another example is living a mediocre life, a life of pretense, a life of coming outside, showcasing what you know, in the inside you are not, just to please others, just to please the society, making others think you have arrived, making others think you are worth it, maybe going beyond your capability to make others think you are worth it when you know you are struggling to achieve this. You are struggling. This is not your this is beyond your capacity. This is beyond your capability. You continually do this to deceive others. And someone looking at you and he just started yesterday, oh, and look at how he has made it. And me, look at me, over how many years I'm still here. This person of yesterday. Not only you are deceiving others, you're not living the real life that you're supposed to. You're not living out the real you on the outside. These are all examples of bad habits. Another example could be I've been missing now, which is very important, is being irresponsible with money. Some people, the moment they have money in their hand, they can no longer be comfortable with themselves. They must get everything in vogue. They must achieve this. It has gotten to a point where at that supermarket, at that boutique, they know you, they expect you. Today is the 31st of the month. And by 5 p.m., she should be here. She normally comes for the new upgrade, for the trending clothes. She should be expecting her. They know you are the moment I don't like the way I'm looking. This clothes I'm wearing, it's that they look at this. This is no longer the one in vogue, and your wardrobe is filled up with clothes which you cannot even use. You cannot give out. You keep putting yourself on the corner, making yourself go on a budget which is even higher than what you receive at the end of the month. These are all habits which you have built up over time, and they are affecting your livelihood, affecting your lifestyle, putting you down, giving you stress, putting you under pressure. Now that we have discussed on habits, remember we said that habits are routines of behavior that we have built over time. These are things we have done continuously. They may be consciously or subconsciously, they may be knowingly or unknowingly, but they have been built up by us own activities on a daily basis. These are all habits. There are good and there are bad types. Now, let's talk about the characteristics of habits. You may say, I just do this once in a while. No, it's not a habit. Is it because I just did it now? It's not a habit. I don't think I have this habit. It just came up. So this thing just came up. She was on my neck, so I just had to lie. I don't do it all the time. I saw it and I just like it. I just had to get it. No, 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 no. I don't like it. This is not the way I do. It's not a habit. I don't think I have this habit. Now let's talk about these 5 characteristics, these 5 features, which will help you examine yourself, examine your character, examine the way you have been living your life. Use these 5 features to know if this thing you are doing is actually a habit. To know if you are actually living this life over time, if it is a continuous routine of behavior. Now, the first thing to know if that attitude or behavior is a habit is duration. By duration, I mean how long have you been doing this thing? How long have you been following this pattern of behavior? Sit down and check yourself. For when did you start doing this? How long have you been manifesting this character? This will help you to know if actually this is a habit or not. The second thing to use to know if you are actually exhibiting a habit is uniformity. When I talk about uniformity, I mean a followed pattern. For example, after dinner, you take a bottle of Coke. Normally, you should take maybe water or a juice, but you choose to take this Coke. And then it is always after dinner. Or you wake up in the middle of the night to look for a snack to eat. and this snack is not really good for your health. Maybe it's sugary. When do you always wake up to take these snacks? You're talking about uniformity now. Do you always wake up in the middle of the night? Do you always do this? When do you actually do this? Every middle of the night. Knowing fully well that there is no room for digestion. Consistency. You have been doing this for a long time. You do it consistently. You're not giving up. You're not thinking of maybe I can change it. Maybe there's something that is not good about this. Is there a way I can stop this? Should I try to adjust this? Is there something better to do than this? This is a future that can be used. When you're doing that thing for a long time, you are doing that same thing. You're exhibiting that same that pattern of behavior consistently. This is a habit. And when you are also exhibiting this pattern of behavior easily without stress, you do not struggle to do it. You do it without worry. You do not require help from anybody. Even when it looks difficult to others, you do it with ease. These are features of habits. The next feature we would like to look at, taking pleasure in doing it. Do you take pleasure in doing this thing? Does it make you happy? Oh, I like doing it because it makes me happy. But it's not good for you. It's not good for your health. You know it. But you keep doing it. The moment if I don't drink this, then I'm not made for the day. Once I eat this, then I'm happy. Shopping makes me happy. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter even if I don't have money. I can use my credit card. I just have to make myself happy. You take pleasure in doing it, even at your own risk. You do it happily. You are so excited about it. You are so joyful. It makes you feel fulfilled. These are all features of habits. Remember, we said that the first feature of a habit is duration. Maybe you have been doing this for a long time, for a long period of time, then it's a habit. The second feature is consistency. How consistent are you in doing this thing? How consistent are you in following this pattern of behavior? Now, the third feature is uniformity. Do you do this through the same pattern, the same way every time? Then it is a habit. The fourth feature that we discuss is doing this with ease. Do not require any effort, do not require extra effort, do not require help. It is not difficult for you. You do it with ease. Even when others find it difficult to do this thing, you do it with ease. Then this is a habit. The fifth, which is the last for today, is finding joy, taking pleasure in achieving this purpose, taking pleasure in following this behavioral pattern. When you do this, then this is a habit. That will be all for now. In the next video, we'll be discussing more on how to change your habit. When you think this habit is not working for you, when you think this habit is not good for you, you need a change, we'll be giving out tips on how to change that habit. Working on yourself with these tips will assuredly make you better. It will make you change to that pattern of life behavior that you want to be. I hope this video is helpful. I hope you benefited from this video. Use these tips to examine yourself, to know if you're actually exhibiting a habit, to know if it's the right habit or the wrong habit. Then you will be happy that you did. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Press the notification bell to know the next time I post a video. Share this video with your friends, with your loved ones, with your families, your colleagues. Thank you. And I see you in my next video. Bye.